Welcome to Curiosity Gameplay with Rebel Weasel. Here's a quest right up here.
Just think, current Rigurt. What would past Rigurt do? Hello, strange person. Rigurt was just thinking about his past diplomatic successes. It helps distract from his current predicament.
It's Rigurt!
Oh, but you can help Rigurt with his problem, maybe?
It's Rigurt the Brash! Oh, I'm so excited! I love meeting him. You meet him in every zone. He's a special sweetie. What's the problem, Rigurt?
Skald King sent Rigurt to Western Skyrim for an important mission to talk to Thane and Thane Svyne about a peace treaty with Windhelm. Helping Rigurt meet them is Jarl Morin of Whiterun, Skyrim's greatest diplomat. After Rigurt, of course.
So what's the problem?
Rigurt is supposed to meet them soon, but there is something wrong with his aide. He is meaner and hungrier than usual. Rigurt cannot meet the Thanes without an aide. He needs a new one who will not start things off on the wrong hoof. Can you help?
I'll be your aide at this meeting.
Oh, thank you, friend. Rigurt wouldn't want these Thanes to think less of him for something so silly. Meet Rigurt at Jarl Morin's hunting lodge. There we broker a great peace treaty between Eastern and Western Skyrim.
Tell me more about your mission.
Rigurt's mission is the same as always, to be the handsome, friendly face of Nord culture throughout all of Tamriel. Rigurt is only sent on the most important assignments. This time he must convince Thanes to sign a peace treaty with Windhelm.
But Skald King Yoren is in solitude. Do you still need to do your mission?
The Skald King is in solitude? Shore's bones. No one tells Rigurt anything. Well, Rigurt has never failed a mission. He will do his best to see this one through, for the good of his people.
Why are you here with the Jarl of Whiterun?
Rigurt knows there is no love for the Skald King or his domain here. But with the Three Banners War, Rigurt must find allies and friends wherever he can. Solitude has not received an envoy from Whiterun for ages. We needed another way.
And Jarl Morin can help with that?
There is no greater mediator in all of Skyrim. Besides Rigurt, of course. Jarl Morin is also distant kin to Western Skyrim's rulers. Her family's hunting lodge is here. She can come and go from the kingdom without raising concern.
Oh, okay. Goodbye. Did his aide turn into a harrow fiend? Sounds like he's turning into a harrow fiend. Okay, so we're supposed to go to Jarl Morin's hunting lodge.
I'm not to be disturbed, unless those two decide to play nice with each other and join me.
Jarl Morin, Rigurt has a new aide. We can talk with the Thanes now.
The talks aren't happening, Rigurt. Those fools refuse to set aside their inane feud. Gods, I need a drink.
Let's talk, friend. Jarl Morin wants Rigurt's help to get the Thanes to put aside their silly feud so they can negotiate. It's just like the Skald King always says. You always find Rigurt at the heart of a problem, because he is so good at fixing them.
I don't think that's what the Skald King means. So what are the Thanes feuding about?
Rigurt does not know. Every little thing rankles these Western beard pullers. My cheese is too round. Mine is not round enough. Rigurt, get your hands out of the cheese. Still, Rigurt is sure we will solve that problem, whatever it is.
Can you tell me more about the Thanes themselves?
Rigurt knows only what Jarl Morin told him. Thane likes to fish and keeps the old gods, the animal kinds. Thane Svyne likes to eat and complain, like Thanes do in Eastmarch, but meaner. Rigurt will need your help to get them to meet.
I'll help you resolve the feud between the Thanes.
Thank you, friend. This makes Rigurt happier than a hairy skeever in the larder. Ending this feud will be simple for us. Rigurt has overcome many trials that others said were hopeless, like that time he fell in a latrine at Fort Amol.
Should we ask for Jarl Morin for advice?
Rigurt has this under control, friend. There is no need to bother Jarl Morin. We will find the Thanes, end their feud, and begin the talks before she even finishes her mead. Rigurt just hopes she saves a drink for him.
I think I'll see. Oh, I wanted to talk to Jarl Morin. But she went inside.
I'm sorry, but Jarl Morin has asked not to be disturbed. Truly, the Jarl was ambitious to try and get both Thanes to meet with her at the same time, given their history.
Tell me about Thane Heraldi and Thane Svyne.
Which one do you want to hear about first? Thane Heraldi or Thane Svyne?
Thane Heraldi.
They call him Flint Pastor in the taverns because he... well, acts like the kind of man that passes flint every time he uses the privy. Stern, humorless. Can't stand anything that might embarrass him. Oh, and he loves fishing, adores it.
Tell me about Thane Svyne.
Thane Svyne loves melees almost as much as he loves his meals. He's incredibly strong and has an appetite to match. I saw him eat a whole cockerel pie straight from the oven. Hadn't even cooled. He couldn't talk for nearly half a year.
Why are the Thanes feuding?
Something to do with a new life feast they attended at Carthwatch a few seasons back. I don't know the details, but as I understand it, the whole thing was pretty idiotic. But neither one would forgive the other. So here we are.
Okay. It looks like Thane Svyne is closest.
Sod off, Ice Eel. I'd let a giant bed me before I sat at the table with Thane Hroldi.
Ah, that happened to Rigurt once. Friend, perhaps you can talk to the Thane.
There's a letter over here. Let's see if it gives us any clues. Food item list for travel. Thane Svyne likes to eat. Let's make sure we have everything we need to keep him happy. 6 loaves of bread, 25 sweet rolls, 10 onions, 3 barrels of dried horker, 3 sacks of salt rice, 18 wheels of cheese, 7 bushels of carrots, and 5 stacks of flour. As much fish as we can carry, not an exaggeration. Wow. Okay.
Orky's gullet. The Skull King's got some persistent sods working for him. If you're here to ask me to meet with Jarl Morin and that milk drinker Hroldi, then kindly clear off. Thane Hroldi's such a horker, he almost ruins my appetite. Almost.
Can't the two of you put your feud aside?
Kind's breath. I'm about to keel over from hunger, and that's all you can think to ask me? I am a Thane of Western Skyrim, not some molly-coddled poet from Yoren's boudoir. Now be gone. Waiting for the feast is hard enough without pointless talk.
The feast?
Every time I've been invited to Jarl Morin's cabin, she's prepared a traditional feast for me. This time, I fasted all week just to prepare. But I didn't expect that snowback Hroldi to show up. I must have been born under a bad star.
Then why not eat something?
I swore that the next meal I ate would be a Nordic feast. And I keep my oaths, damn it. Besides, my sodding vassals left their provisions back home.
Why not just leave?
Ha! Thane Svyne knows I'm here. I'm not going to give that steely-eyed blighter the satisfaction of knowing I was the first to quit.
Uh-huh. Well, since he's not eating, he doesn't need any of these provisions.
Rigurt knew from the moment he saw Thane Svyne's belly. This is a Nord that acts with his gut, not his head. Rigurt is much the same, only he looks worse with his shirt off. But if a Nordic feast will make Thane Svyne listen, then he'll get one.
What are you thinking?
Our portly friend wants a fine Nordic meal, yes? Then Rigurt will make him the mouth-wateringest Nordic roast boar that he's ever had. And to assure success, Rigurt will elevate this dish with techniques he's learned from across Tamriel.
You're sure you can do this?
Friend, Rigurt spreads the joy of Nordic cuisine across all of Tamriel. He has also seen how other cultures fill their bellies. This will be easy. All Rigurt needs is help getting ingredients.
What ingredients do you need?
Rigurt's friend Farthor, a butcher from Greenshade, is wintering in Dragonbridge. His meat is divine, and we can season it with Orcish howl water. Rigurt knows Magrok in Mor Khazgur. Bruise it. While you get those, Rigurt will get the final item.
What's so special about Farthor's meat?
Rigurt samples meats from all across Tamriel. Some squirmed, some barked, some fought, but it was in Greenshade that Rigurt ate the finest cuts. I don't know what kind of animal it came from, but Farthor said it honored the pact.
Oh no! Wood elves don't. Oh, wood elves are cannibals. Oh dear. How do you know these people?
Have you forgotten that Rigurt is Windhelm's most accomplished cultural ambassador? He makes friends everywhere and learns as much as possible about each place he visits, especially when it concerns their food and beverages.
So what's Orcish howl water?
Rigurt doesn't exactly remember. It's strong stuff, prized by the clans of Hrothgar. It's sure to make a wonderful ingredient, friend.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So we need to go to Dragon Bridge. And more Khazgur. The distance between here and the Way Shrine is the same as the distance between here and more Khazgur or Dragon Bridge. So what we'll do is we'll hoof it. We'll go on foot to more Khazgur, and then we'll fast travel to Dragon Bridge. Here we are at Mor Khazgur.
You're here for my howl water, aren't you? How in the 12 strongholds does everyone know when the latest batch is ready? It's ridiculous.
Rigurt the Brash sent me. He needs the howl water.
Absolutely not! I've seen what a spirit like howl water can do in the hands of a Nord like Rigurt. My clan is still rebuilding their longhouse. No sale.
Oh. How about you let me have a bottle for free and help save all of Skyrim?
Fine. For Hrothgar's sake. But you only get a bottle. With a whole cask, Rigurt might just burn down the countryside. Malak can't take me. I hope I don't regret this.
Thank you.
I'm still surprised at how many people crave my howl water. I've never been able to develop a taste for the stuff myself, but most orcs can't get enough of it.
So, what exactly is howl water?
You trying to steal my formula or something? Ha! I'll never tell. Fermenting it in a mound of mammoth dung helps give it its distinctive smell.
Ooh.
But the rest is a trade secret.
Okay, goodbye. On to Dragon Bridge.
Do I even dare hope you have another supplier? Or shall I savor this drink?
I thought I might do business with a few trolls, actually. They have excellent meat.
A watched sausage never dries, so my father said. I suppose talking to some stranger is as worthwhile a way to pass the time as any. What do you want with the likes of me?
A mutual friend, Rigurt the Brash, sent me. He needs some meat.
Rigurt, that oafish Nord ambassador is here. Of course he is. Just when things seem to be going smoothly, he shows up. If Rigurt needs meat, why does he send you to bother me? Skyrim has its share of butchers. Competent ones, even.
It's for a special meat. Only the best will do.
Well, I guess even the boar has good taste. The only thing I have fit for a fancy meal is a boar carcass I've been aging. But it's going to the Jarl's table. Tough luck.
Is there any way you'd give the meat to Rigurt?
Perhaps. I came to Skyrim to try kiviak, made by real giants. It's a delicacy. There's a giant camp nearby, but no one will guide me to it or dig up the treat for me. The giants bury it, you see. You want that boar? Bring me the kiviak. Fair trade.
I'll get the kiviak for you.
We don't have anything else to discuss, right? I need to focus on the curing. Or that's 2 days of work for nothing.
You know, I think you should just hand the meat over. Can I take it with me?
You expect me to let you put a whole boar carcass in your bag and have the meat bruise while you traipse across the countryside? No. I'll have the carcass sent over to Rigurt with proper handling.
You seem to care a lot about meat.
Why shouldn't I? It's what I'm made out of.
Goodbye. Let's go back to talking to Rigurt. Here we are, ready to talk to Rigurt again.
Friend, you are just in time. Rigurt is almost out of Nord warrior jokes. He told his favorite about the lusty Horker. But perhaps it was not explained well enough. Usually it gets quite the laugh. I see the meat is here. Do you have the howl water?
I have it right here.
Oh, it is as strong as Rigurt remembers. Good! Rigurt used his contacts at Solitude's port to get his hands on some Riemann cane spice and a special secret ingredient. Now we are ready to cook.
What do you need me to do?
Rigurt must focus on tending the fire. In the meantime, you should make sure the roast boar is perfect. If it is too bland, add more seasoning. Too dry, baste with howl water. Too tough, tenderize it. So, friend, are you ready?
No. Let's write this down. Okay, so bland equals season. Dry equals howl water. Tough equals tender. Okay. That's pretty normal cooking. Let's prepare a meal for Thane Svyne.
Smells too bland. Spice the meat, friend.
Baste.
No, that's not right. We should start over. Smells too bland. Spice the meat, friend.
Season.
The meat's getting too dry. Use the howl water.
Baste.
The meat's tougher than a mud crab's shell. Let's soften it up.
Tenderize.
The meat's drying out again. Give it another splash.
Baste.
Soften it up again, friend.
Tenderize.
Shore's bollocks, man. Do you mean to drive me mad with that scent?
Thane Svyne, Rigurt prepared an exquisite dish to cure your grumpiness.
This is sodding wonderful. But there's a taste I can't place.
That's Rigurt's secretest ingredient, powdered hagraven squeezings.
Oh no.
We did it, friend. He's overcome with bliss. Let's ask him if he's changed his mind.
Damn you and that idiot! Feeding me powdered hag-raven squeezings? Are you trying to kill me? And yet, by the gods, that taste, that aroma, I can't get it out of my mind. It's haunting.
So you like it?
I cannot lie, I do. But no one can know. Hag-ravens are filthy, revolting beasts. If anyone hears that I've eaten one, my title will be revoked. I'll be the shame of Western Skyrim. How can something so vile taste so good?
Are you willing to put your feud aside and meet with Thane Hraldi and Jarl Morin?
Damn you. Both of you. Fine. I'll forget the feud with Hraldi and go to this meeting. But I have two conditions. First, you can tell no one about what I ate here today. Second, whatever seasoning's left over is mine.
Agreed. I'll make sure Thane Hraldi attends the meeting as well.
Make sure Hraldi gets his arse in that lodge. I'll pull myself together in the meantime.
Are you well enough to attend the meeting?
Of course I am. I just need a moment to reflect. After tasting that meal, I don't think I'll ever be the same again.
Goodbye. Look, we can steal more ingredients. Okay. So next we need to secure Thane Heraldi's presence. We need to find where he's at.
Thank you for joining me on Curiosity Gameplay with Rebel Weasel. If you could, please click that follow or subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. I'll see you next time.